Hey peeps, how's it going? Welcome to the Rant podcast, powered by ddkmotivations.com. This is the podcast that brings you that little ray of sunshine. So in Melbourne, we're not little rays of sunshine. We're not little happy little Vegemites. So if you've been following us if you live in Melbourne or been following the COVID trends in Melbourne, we're not doing so well right now. So we've just had our extension from lockdown 6.0. We're not happy. For me, I am pissed off right now. A lot of us are pissed off right now because of this lockdown extension. We've got a curfew going on now, so we can't get out of the house after 9 o'clock and go until 5. We've got limited amount of things that we can do, and all of us are just so freaking frustrated because we have this hope that this lockdown will come to an end and we can get back to our normal lives, but we can't. We're stuck here for another 2 weeks, and even that's not guaranteed. So we have no idea when the hell we're going to get out of this lockdown. All of us are frustrated. I'm frustrated. I'm like the most calmest person around, I figure. But I feel so restricted. I feel angry and frustrated and just annoyed with everything that's going on right now. And I feel for a lot of the people that I work with. I work with a lot of the elderly, and they can't even see their families. They don't even know the next time they'll be able to see their families, or if they'll be able to see their families one more time, in this fear that they might pass away or get sick during this pandemic, and they don't know if they'll be able to be face to face with their family once more. I'm the same. I don't even know when I'm going to be able to see my family once more. We are all in this together, and it's frustrating. I understand. And all I can say is, I freaking feel we have this hope that we're going to get out of this somehow, someday. It feels like there's no light at the end of the tunnel. I just hope that this light will somehow glimmer in the distance and we've got something to look forward to. So that's a bit of a rant, but I want to talk to you about a theory that I came up with. So I was watching this movie called Castaway. Tom Hanks, if you've watched it. If you haven't, it's actually a good movie. He makes friends with a soccer ball called Wilson. So in this movie, he's living his normal life, like doing what he does as a job. He works for a company, FedEx. So he's just living his life, and he goes on a plane to deliver these items, and of course the plane malfunctions and he goes into the sea, and then he's casted away and he lives on this island. So he lives on this island for so long, and he has all these different kind of emotions. So when he's first on the island, he's scared. He's thinking, what the hell's going on? What do I do? Am I going to live? What's happening? What's going on? And then he somehow gets into survival mode. And he's like, okay, I need to do things to survive. How do I get through living here and trying to get off this island? And even that, he gets these moments of anger and frustration that he's failing at accomplishing his task of getting off this island and living. So eventually, years later, he slowly builds a raft, and he goes out into the sea, and he gets rescued and gets back to normal civilization. So in this, I'm using this analogy with our lives today. So living with COVID and all this pandemic stuff. So again, we were just living our normal day-to-day lives, and then suddenly, bam, this virus hits us, and everything's just thrown upside down. And again, we think, okay, like being on the deserted island, oh, what the hell do we do? We've got this virus, what do we do? And then they put these lockdowns and restrictions into place, and again, we get angry, we get frustrated, and we're just like, freaking, what do we do? Like, it's just annoying. I know I'm in that position right now. And then we try to get into survival mode. What do we got to do to survive? What do we got to do to get through to the end of this pandemic, to see that light at the end of the tunnel? The government are putting all these regulations, and yes, you can get angry and frustrated that they've put these in place, but they've got a strategy. So like for me, we've got to live through this strategy. We've got to get through it. And this is our survival mode. And so once we get through it, and this is where this glimmer of hope is, that we will get on that raft out at sea and get rescued, and then we can get back to our normal lives. But then we might not be able to get back to our normal lives because we've lived through something that's so horrific, so tremendously frustrating, and it's like you're never going to forget how you lived in that moment. So life won't be as normal as it seems, but then we can get back to seeing our family and friends, and things will be, semi back to normal. So I want to use that theory to kind of give you that little glimmer of hope that we can get through this, and we can all catch up together, have beers, have coffees, go out for dinner with each other, have parties together, but only when we got to make sure that it's safe for us to do it. Like, I do not want my friends and family to get sick or get this virus in some sort of way. And I know a lot of people think that this virus doesn't exist, or it's all just a hoax and so forth. Well, whatever it is, this is our reality now. And we've got to get through this, and let's get through this together. Let's try and get through this positively. If you guys do need to get support, send me a message. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can send me a message and have a chat with me. If you're feeling down, have a chat with me. But we've also got all these services such as Lifeline, Beyond Blue, Kids Help. Like, you've got all these different things you can find online, or numbers you can call. So please take advantage of those services as well if you're feeling down, depressed, anxious, or just really just frustrated. You need someone to talk to. Reach out to people. I'm here for you. We've got Lifeline. We've got Beyond Blue. I'll repeat them again. Okay, so that's my rant. Please, 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 people, take care out there. We can get through this together. Keep that in mind. Okay, be healthy, be safe, and you can find me on ddkmotivations.com and you can find me at DDK Motivations on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, and you can listen to all my podcasts on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, and Podcast Addicts. Alright, peeps, that's my rant. Please, I want to hear from you as well. Shoot a message or a comment down below on whatever platform that you're listening to. Let me know that you're safe, or if you have any frustrations. Alright, rant over. Alright, take care out there, peeps. See ya.